So if you're anything like me, when it came to middle school and all those book reports, you used the SparkNotes. That's how I got through basically every test I've ever had to do. And that's what this episode is, breaking down a preview of the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers' most important player, without a doubt, is Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is the entire reason this defense has any degree of success, to the point of when he does not play, the 49ers for his career only have 5 wins and 10 losses. He is so important, and here's why. Nick Bosa sacks quarterbacks like crazy. He's in his own elite tier of basically him, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, and maybe someone else. That's how elite Nick Bosa is in terms of wrecking a game and making the sacks happen. When teams play the 49ers, they are afraid to go deep on them. However, whenever teams do go passes further than 15 yards, the San Francisco 49ers, for 2 years in a row now, are the worst defense in the NFL. But everyone's afraid to do it because Nick Bosa is going to sack you if you wait that long. That's why he's the most important player in this defense, in this team, because it dictates to the opposition how you have to play against San Francisco. And that is try to run it or throw it short. And that is how this team is built to cover. They have 2 of the absolute best linebackers in Greenlaw and Warner. They can stop the run. They are run and hit missiles to bring down short passes. And that is how the Niners are built. Make you throw it short, come lose because you're playing on our game and you're not going to be able to do it. To beat the Niners, you got to go over the top. On offense, the San Francisco 49ers have arguably one of the best 4 skilled players that are going to be on the field every time. And one of the things that helps them dramatically is that it's not the traditional 3 receiver, 1 tight end look. What it is it has a fullback. And Juszczyk is something that, while maybe not the most talented player in the world, is something that schematically changes the San Francisco 49ers to make them wildly different than any other team. Teams are not prepared to defend a fullback anymore, and that difference cannot be understated at all whenever you're looking at the San Francisco 49ers offensive attack. Now, Kyle Shanahan is the one who gets all the credit for the yards after the catch, the great running lanes, and all of the extras that happen with this offense. And rightfully so. There's a lot of schematics to do that. But the trade-off that has always been with his offense is that all of this eye candy is great, but it's going to leave the quarterback exposed. Kyle Shanahan, during his tenure as a head coach, has had more injured games as a quarterback, meaning that his quarterback was injured and not able to start, than any other coach in the NFL by a demonstrative percentage. The guy does not really care about protecting his quarterback in the way that the rest of the NFL does. And as a result, his quarterbacks get hurt. And that is why when you look at the skilled positions that are on the field, the quarterback is the one they've invested the least amount into, and quite frankly is the worst of the 5. George Kittle is the underrated, unsung hero of this offense. And the reason it's unsung is because everyone gives him credit for his fantasy numbers he puts up, getting the catches and the yards after. But really what he does is he's the multiplier effect for all of Deebo Samuel's after the catch and McCaffrey's after the catch. This team is really dependent offensively on Kittle as the multiplier effect for all of the other great players' success. So overall, the San Francisco 49ers tremendously benefit from being one of the best teams in demonstrably worst conference. They don't play anyone particularly difficult, and all preseason projections are saying that you should absolutely be crushing their over, that is only 10.5. This team should probably win about 13 games. They are that much better than everyone else when they step on the field. They have made some conscious choices schematically to make you play their game. They are willing to say, we're going to make you have to throw the ball short or run the ball on us, or you're not going to win. Because if you try to go deep, we will sack you. They're trying to make it that if you want to play press coverage on us defensively, we're going to be able to run the ball down your throat with a fullback because you don't know how to stop that. And the combination and choices that the Niners have done has really put them in a situation when they play lesser than or equal to rosters that it just can't be dealt with. And that is the key to the San Francisco 49ers success. They have chosen to zig. They have put immense frontline talent on the field. And at the end of the day, that's why this is probably the hardest team that's going to be on anyone's schedule all given year.